streaming, you say?
Yeah, hello everyone, welcome to Silent Hill.
Welcome back to Silent Hill. Free.
Yeah, it's just, sorry, I basically just woke up. I love waking up with problems.
Yeah. It's pinging me. Oh, aside from you. Like, no way. Yep.
Yeah, okay, that should
Another
be...
20 minutes at the save screen.
Alright, that should be good. Alright. Mailbox is empty. Last time I got the Silent Hill 2 Easter egg from it. House key. Up. Immediately into a boss fight. Oh, is it done already? God. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay. Also, my cat wants out. Just a sec.
Have you let your cat out today, viewers? You should open the door immediately and let your cat out
All the way.
or in.
It should be appropriate for the situation. Okay. There we go.
In the year 2025, this will be what the GameSpy website looks like. This was their prediction, and they were correct.
God.
Oh, you're leaving the mission area. You'll despawn if you keep heading that way.
Yeah. There's clearly supposed to be a doghouse here. Or there would be if I didn't screw up. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not here in this game. So I'm playing the Left 4 Dead mod for Silent Hill.
Uh-huh. The thing is, objectively, I know there's more to the game than walking around in a fog, firing a gun with infinite ammo blindly at enemies you can't see. It's also very funny. This is how we're opening the stream.
Yeah. Every stream should open with the sound of gunfire, as well as other inhuman noises. Oh wait, this is... Right, this is that place. You know, it's actually kind of impressive how little of the game is reused assets. Like, they could have used more of the Silent Hill 2 version of Silent Hill,
You
but
really could have.
yeah.
Especially because, being that it's Silent Hill, 90% of the outside map is just fog.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be some assets they could reuse, but you know... I guess... It's like, you know, art direction and stuff where it's like... You want this game to feel distinct from the previous two?
Yeah.
Again, I'm not really a Silent Hill fan. Like, I have never actually played these games, aside from one I played on the PSP and one I don't get it. But like, yeah, this is like, presumably people, you know, have fond memories of the specific designs of each one of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, there's some parts that are the same between all of them, like Pyramid Head popping up in later ones a lot. But at the time this came out, Pyramid Head was unique to Silent Hill 2.
Yep. I love the creepy music. All while I have an infinite submachine gun.
Speaking of that meme with the gnome pointing at all of the like types of gnome music, like Forest Synth and Deep Mushroom House, The other side is, you know, well, anyway, that, but it's like Pyramid Head on one side, pointing at this giant list of different types of horror game music, and you on the other side, just pointing at the words scary music.
Hospital. Yeah, I'm killing every enemy, not just for fun.
You should kill every enemy for fun.
I should, but to get the ending I'm going for, I have to kill as many enemies as possible.
Yeah, and then at the end you fight this like little skeleton guy, you know, blasts you with skulls.
God.
And Vriska's there, or at least her theme is.
Vriska. I've been that discourse. Speaking of discourse, I was people in their Discord were like talking about how a lot of people have been talking about the Silent Hill series recently, and like how a lot of people really don't seem to understand the series. Like a lot of people seem to base their opinion on the series based on like essays of specifically 2. And man, 2, while it's good, it's kind of over. I guess the phrase I'm thinking of is overhyped because God, it's just is so often positioned as the best one, to the point where some people say, oh, don't even bother with the other games.
I'm gonna level with you, I do not have any opinion on which Silent Hill is, quote unquote, the best one.
Yeah.
For better or worse, I was a Nintendo kid.
Same.
I did not have these games.
I only had these games because a sibling decided to get PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
These gals are bleeding the GameSpy logo, too. Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah, I missed this one last time. Let's see. You may not yet realize your own true feelings, but you sense them unconsciously, and so you're trying to get closer to me. That's a virtue, the path to paradise. The door's locked, open it, use the password for prison gates. Doctor, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, that quack has it posted. He should be here too. For numbers would have been good enough, but he kept going. Isn't it a shame? I'm not there. Aren't you irritated? I still wait for you, but you're so cruel. Still, I want you, Heather. Stanley Coleman. Okay. Yeah. Oh. There's a memo sent to it. Extra costume password. Yeah. That's one of the ones that is hinted in game. Oh, and the perfume. Might as well use it now. Oh. It's equipped. Okay. First is larger than the second. Second is twice the third. Third is smaller than the fourth. Fourth is half the first. Four of the numbers are not repeated. 3 are not on the top row. 2 are not on the right row. One of the numbers is the final key. Okay. Alright. Eight. Dang it. Come on. 6. 3, 4.
Hello.
Hey.
Sorry, I just decided to check the voice chat. I'm like, oh, what newly got posted there? And I just see like the fucking like the whatever person left, and then like normal people
Yeah.
like genres. So it's like no music, fourth synth, dirt step,
I'm gonna have to
grass
find.
gaze,
Yeah, don't.
left jerk, crust,
Pyramid Head, PNG.
flower violence, Truman bass. I'd also like to listen to Truman bass.
Yeah. Listen, I posted this as a joke about like how much I talked about Dungeon Synth earlier, and a friend went, "Ah, I wish Forest Synth was real. I want to listen to it." And I went, "Here is a Forest Synth album,"
Nice.
which I'm told was good. So I don't know. Yeah, this is gonna make a little more sense in however long it takes me to do this.
No. Also, I can't help but notice that Heather's wearing a new shirt.
Yeah, the Game Spy shirt. It's a whole thing.
Heather with the fucking LMG. That's so funny. Just the animation, like,
Yeah, so we have literally unlimited ammunition for this. So there's no reason not to be firing it at any given moment.
yeah. It's just really funny looking to see it in
It's just
action.
as yeah, it's just as firing blindly into the fog.
Action hero Heather.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Just seeing it for the first time.
She brought a gun to a gunfight.
Foolish mistake.
It does, yeah.
Oh yeah, I should probably
And what font would this be?
What? They YouTube, I did not mean to fucking sign out. I meant to switch. Son of a bitch. Well. Wait. Did it make me sign out? Okay. Cool. I'm fine with that if I didn't actually. Alright, cool. I didn't sign me out. It's like it did. Oh, YouTube.
Oh. I went to all these places.
What?
Alright. One.
Haha. One. So I'm just getting the YouTube share in case anyone pops up there.
Oh, right, I gotta switch that to live chat.
Yeah, you never. YouTube. It's the poops. No, that's not fun.
I mean, YouTube poops are a thing.
I know that was a pun. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Huh?
Hunter. Okay. There we go.
I really shouldn't have started making a joke edit that necessitates me, like, coming up with 20 music genres. At least some
Oh
of the
no.
more real ones exist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's also another reason to kill as many enemies as possible. Because the third ending also requires killing enemies, but like you have to but it also tracks the sum total of how many you've killed through all your
Is it all your playthroughs or something?
yeah.
Huh.
One, two, eight, 6, 8. I mean,
Yeah. God, that. Yeah, that's a 6. It almost looks like just a 1 with a little curly bit at the end.
no, this is the second floor. I've been here.
No.
Right, the roof has stuff. And I looked at this one. Okay. Right, this is a monster room, so outside of the Silent Hill 2 Easter egg. So yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? Wait. I heard you. Like, sorry. Brain's a bit fried. Said like, oh, it's a monster room outside of Silent Hill 2 Easter egg. Is that what you
Yeah,
said, or
I meant to say it's just a monster room outside of the Silent Hill 2 Easter egg.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing you're playing the Silent Hill 2 Easter egg. I don't. I joined in midstream.
Or no, I'm
So
yeah. Basically, it's just yeah. The room didn't really have anything besides the monsters.
okay. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. Son. Realize, like, wait, what is James talking about? Wait, I need to later on to, have confirmation. Oh, this is completely out of nowhere. But I recently rewatched the movie Swordfish, and I posted about it on a quick post on Tumblr and shared it on Blue Sky because I was just kind of tired. But like, do you ever watch a movie and you're kind of like, no, that was like a fun, you know, like. You ever watch it and you're like, no, I kind of enjoyed myself with that one. It'd be fun to watch it with some friends. But what's it even trying to say? Right? Where you're just like, I don't... Like, if you were to ask me, hey, like, Kitty, what would be your, like, kind of, like, analysis of, like, how the film, like, textually and, like, subtextually treats, like, you know, like, government, like, you know, how, like, with politics or anything, I wouldn't know what to tell you. Right? And it's just kind of bamboozling. That is, like, a fun, like, hacker slash, like, crime thriller action flick deal. Like, you know, it has the vibes, right? That said, the ending's not very coherent, and it's, you know, but it has some, it has some neat things going on, along with just being kind of like, I said, it is a bit like crude. I think there's just like a scene where Halle Berry is topless, just for the sake of having Halle Berry be topless. Really, which, right? It's not like I don't appreciate, you know, appreciate that, but it's just kind of like really weird, and it's like, okay. But like, you know, there's some other stuff going on there that I feel like would be like better suited to talk about, like if actually showing the movie or anything. But like, you know, great. Sorry, my brain's still a bit like fried for other reasons than when I wrote that. But yeah, it's, I don't know. There's something about it that gets my attention, at least, right? Which I guess is, you know, at least the movie's not boring, right? Because like, even though I'm having trouble talking about it and like some things, I'm like, I would have to either explain a lot or just show it to you, and you're not in the position at the moment to do either. But it's just kind of like, yeah.
It's a movie that I think I've seen, but like only half remember it having a plot at all. So yeah.
Yeah, like there's, you know, there's something there that I can appreciate. Like, you know, the beginning of it is like, okay, this guy named Stanley who went to like
Like the
prison,
Stanley Parable.
just like the Stanley Parable. There's even the narrator. There's not a narrator.
There's not
Right.
a narrator. He does not have toxic yaoi with the narrator of this movie.
Yeah. But it's like he went to prison. Like, you find out like partway through the movie that, you know, you found out earlier that he went to prison, you know, for some sort of like hacking based crime, and is no longer even allowed to interact with computer, or else his ass is going like straight to jail. Like, right. But you find out like, oh, he discovered some like FBI plot to like gather information from like you know, internet service providers on basically everyone or something, and he tried to like put a stop to that. And it's like, okay, you have something there of like okay, that's kind of cool. You know, and like someone like wants him to like, you know, get back into the game, and like, you know, they're manipulating him both with like gently and also like overtly like manipulating him, which is like, you know, there's something there of like, okay, there's some interesting storytelling you can, like tell with that of like, oh yeah, and part of it too is that when he went to prison, like his like wife divorced him and like won't let him like see his daughter anymore, and like the person who contacts him is like, hey, how long has it been since you've seen Holly, like his daughter, and like he like like that gets to him, but then it's like when he actually gets to the job, like he's forced at gunpoint to like hack into like a Department of Defense website or something, right? And it's like there's this back and forth of these two people like manipulating him, which is like, like there's something there they can work with that like I like okay, there's something like interesting about that. But then God, it goes places. But it's just I wish it was just more coherent with what it's trying to. Well, then again, at the very beginning of the movie, you see like John Travolta's character, talking about like, hey, like why can't like the bank robbers or whatever, some various movies, why can't they get their happy ending, right? And it's like, that's like part of it, and it's basically the movie's mission statement. That said, a mission, just because that's like the main thing that the movie's interested in, or the director and writers are maybe like actively interested in, doesn't mean it's the only thing they're actually saying. That said, what else they're saying? Like, there's what, like, because the ending gets like, like guy has a chance to thwart like the super shadow government 3000 of their nefarious plan, and he just goes like, they pulled the fast one on me, and he just doesn't say anything. Hi, kitty. Got the issues?
Yeah.
Huh?
The shadow government.
The super secret shadow government.
Yeah.
And
It's
like,
you think the billionaires control the world? No, it's tries to come up with shadow government idea that isn't like deeply racist.
yeah, it's the clowns.
It's the clowns.
It's the clowns. You never expect it.
Juggalos are behind everything.
They actually know how magnets work.
Yeah. They're keeping that knowledge from us.
Yeah?
And like any conspiracy, like they leave clues about their true intentions everywhere for no reason, I guess, just to brag. This is a weirdly common thing in conspiracy theories, and I don't get why people think that would be a thing at all.
It makes for a good story, right?
Yeah, it's they built this building in the shape of their dark god because they're like taunting us. They know that we'll never be able to stop them, and it's like, one, that's stupid. Two,
Yeah.
I don't have a second point, but that's stupid.
Right? Like, one, it is very stupid, and up to 500, it's still very stupid. But for 501, right, it gets to people because it feels like a good story, right? And that's how it like hooks people in. Of like, oh, they're so more powerful than us. They think that we can't catch on to their plans, but we have though, right? And like, there's a surprising amount of people who get sold on just a good story. I mean, I honestly think the vast majority, like, looking at still thinking about like the last presidential election, and honestly, it feels like most people in the U.S. are easily sold on just a good story for their political ideology, like for their politics. I mean, not even ideology, just like what their politics are. Just if they're given a good story, they're like, yeah, sure, I'll incorporate this into my beliefs. Like, if it says anything I want to hear, yeah, sure. Like, yeah, no, I'll follow along.
Well, it's the idea of they're both. Oh wait, those are words. Something wonderful. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it blends into the rest of the blood, but yeah, it's
like something with a W.
yeah, will wonderful.
Will be wonderful. Weird.
Yeah, I that probably makes sense.
Yeah, with the whole like cult idea. Oh, you know what? Sorry for hijacking thought, but something else, what you were getting to say before the noticing the words and the blood. It also kind of goes along with the one idea of like our enemy is both like incredibly powerful, but equally incredibly like incompetent thing, right?
It's a very, like, that's a basic tenet of fascism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, you have to constantly say, oh, there's this enemies everywhere, and they're all powerful. But also, you are the elite chosen who are more powerful than them, and therefore they're weak.
Yeah.
And it needs to exist in this double thing, quantum superposition, because it genuinely does not make any sense if you actually sit down and go, wait a second.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
the clown shadow government is incredibly powerful, but they're also incredibly silly, and so we can totally just win them, beat them in a fight. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the clown's infinite amount of funny money.
We will never
Like-
know the extent of their riches.
Yeah.
Right, you gotta come back here with the bag.
So I finished that stupid edit. It's now in the voice chat.
Nice. Good. I love that. It's James Sona for normal people. Such a
Normal people.
normal people. No, it.
Because James went, oh, I love this scary music, and I just started putting stupid genre names. Most of these aren't real. Some of them are.
Yeah, like black metal is definitely real.
Yeah,
Def-
black metal and death metal. Those
Metal,
are
yeah,
real.
like those
I
are
don't
real.
think murder metal is.
Surprisingly,
It could be. I don't
it
know.
could be. With your help, it can be real. Whoever's listening to this.
I have an album whose genre is listed as wizard music.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, I don't know what this is.
yeah, no, that's fair. Evil shoegaze. Holy shit.
Yeah, dark.
Knife noises. Dark synth, I know, that is a real one. I love
House is the real genre. I don't think Monster House is. Which
Yeah.
actually is, but it's not on the list just because I don't think it was as funny as like, Monster House, Hell House, Ghost House.
And also House, but it's blue.
House.
What evil shoegaze. I love how you don't just have.
Make any kind of music.
You can. Just it's really funny thinking about. Like, I actually really enjoy, like, I enjoy shoegaze. I don't, like, follow that many, like, artists or anything, but, like, from time to time I listen. Like, oh, yeah, I like this genre. But just thinking of, like, shoegaze, but evil is really funny. Also, I love how you have like evil clown core.
I mean,
Like-
it's more of an evil clown core rather
Core?
than like clown
Yeah.
core but evil.
Yeah.
But like horrorcore rap, that's just what Insane Clown Posse do.
Yeah, it literally is.
That's their actual genre.
It can be easy to forget that sometimes because I just think about how do magnets work, and it just makes me, it's hard not to smile when thinking about how do magnets work.
Worm Room is music.
I'm sorry, what?
Blood Room is a musical genre, I've decided.
Okay.
Okay.
Name one example.
You're listening to it right now.
Okay.
Oh, I need to raise the volume. Oh, yeah, no, that's bloodcore. that's warmcore, baby. That's fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, I've literally posted albums that are funeral synth and crypt synth. But dungeon synth subgenres feel like cheating.
No, like at some point, like I kind of get what you mean, but also it's like, is it cheating if it's like just like like even if it's just a subgenre of a
I mean, when
dungeon
you hit
synth?
prehistoric sloth synth, you could just do anything.
Yeah. Also, what on earth is prehistoric slops?
So, this is gonna need a little bit of context. There was an album called Dino Synth, which is a very like heavy, like oppressive dungeon synth album, whose whole concept is it's the music of the dinosaurs going extinct. And then someone made a parody of it called Prehistoric Sloth Synth, which was just everything about Dino Synth, but taken even further. It is unpleasant to listen to, but like in a way that is distinctly musical in its own right. And so it just got grandfathered in as, yeah, this is a type of music that exists.
Uh-huh.
Where is... Dino Synth. Well, actually, the album was called Slow and Heavy. By Diplodocus. And it is a classic of dungeon synth. It's just a very stupid classic of dungeon synth. Because of course, yeah, that's the joke, is people make up new genres every time.
Yeah.
Synth, old school. Cave synth. Man synth, ethereal synth, garden synth.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm just like looking for a video to try and find specific silly.
Yeah, that's. Huh? It's fine to take your time. But oh God, still thinking about prehistoric slop synth.
Unfortunately, I can't find it. I know it's in here.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, sloths.
Prehistoric sloths Tribute to the prehistoric ground sloths of North America.
That music sure is unpleasant.
North and South America. Yeah, this is... Listen, I have made equally bizarre albums, just in different directions.
Oh yeah.
Like, one of my concept albums is literally about the parasites and, you know, various, like, insects that are living inside the decaying corpse of God. As his body withers away, and it's like an existential thing of what will happen when that body is gone. What can we like subsist of? And it's a deeply divisive album, actually. I think it has like 2 likes on YouTube. The people who like it went, "Hey, no, this is really cool and unique."
Yeah.
Like, Bad Space King was going, "Actually, this is a really cool concept." And it's literally just a metaphor for the collapse of capitalism, the bubble economy.
Yeah.
It's like we're all trapped inside a system that is failing, and when it falls apart completely, it's probably going to kill a lot of people. But it's, you know, a metaphor. It's...
Yeah. It's good. It sounds really cool. Like I think that might have been one like I haven't listened to yet.
It's a very unpleasant album to listen to. But it's
Those. Yeah. Is it Those Fed by His Hands?
Yeah, which is a name that came out of a dream I had for some reason. I don't even know the meaning of that phrase. It's just like my brain went, "This is an album name," and I'm like, okay.
It's a very cool album. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's very unique. Again, I know this isn't ever gonna sell huge amounts because it's a weird album. Like, maybe too weird. Like, compare it to Tunnel Music or the Book of Death, which are like fairly well respected considering that they're, you know, kind of silly albums in comparison.
Yeah. But you know what? Love weird art though. Even if it's, not the most successful. Like, God, I'm trying to remember. There was some guy from like the Soviet Union talking about like Steven Spielberg movies. I'm absolutely forgetting his name, but I know he said something along the lines of like, they're just kind of like generically popular with like everyone, and there's only one peak, but there's a whole lot of like foothills, and like if you're at the peak, like not everyone can like get to the peak or even appreciate it, right? Like intrinsically, like. And that I'm forgetting, like, God, there's so much I forgot about like the rest of the like what he said, but like I think about that sometimes, of just the idea of like, there's some really amazing art, but like intrinsically though, it's not everyone's gonna like get it or like appreciate it.
Hey, if you have the if you have an audio recording of that interview or wherever that soundbite comes from, I could drop it into a song.
No, we'll try to find it.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it if you can't find it. But yeah, Those Fed by His Hands was like the end of a trilogy of deeply upsetting albums, hence making a Vaporwave album after it.
Yeah.
8, 6, 7, 3.
Or rather, they're not necessarily upsetting albums, but they're albums that lean on the idea of the world ending, like whether metaphorically or, literally. So Angel Numbers Station just has a much more low-stakes story of, like a very loose story of someone listening to a mysterious radio station and becoming compelled to become an angel by any means necessary. It's like someone whose life is so unbearable to them in a mundane way that they, go in for surgery to get themselves wings and, completely rework their bodies so they're no longer human.
Completely understandable.
And it's not like, it's not necessarily like that deep, but it works.
Yeah, I really love it.
Like, people do tell me, actually, this is a genuinely great album. It's very funny for an album who, like, one of the tracks is literally just a numbers station.
Yeah?
Like, just set to some instruments. One of them, I think the entirety of the lyrics is wow.
Yeah! God, that
It's
clip.
such a mundane statement that it kind of needs to be there.
Yeah? Sorry, I was gonna say something, but the it's inherently funny seeing the Silent Hill nurses getting gunned down in like I don't even know an appropriate amount of rounds per minute. Uh, but there's inherent like comedy aspect to it for me at least. Because it's like the animation even looks like a. It feels like the game wasn't really meant to animate that for going on for so long. But yeah, no, it's not surprising that someone who's like kind of under kind of like other kid not under God someone something someone someone who gets characters for Undertale. No, like you know the idea of like transforming into something inhuman to reach you know something like celestial and maybe divine. Like yeah, there's stuff with that I really dig and appreciate. Very much love it. Oh, and I did find out the name the director, Andrei Tarkovsky. I know, posting it in. That's wrong. I almost almost posted something in the wrong channel on the wrong server. Let's be smart. But yeah, thankfully, you know, to pivot to that for a second, I need to find which, like, interview. Let's see. Play with the interview. Okay. Wait, what was this person watching? Recently watched Nostalgia, 1983. The only thing I haven't seen from Andrei Tarkovsky's filmography. Yada 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 yada. So instead of watching a YouTube video or reading someone's analysis online, I decided to read the booklet that was included with the Blu-ray. It normally has essays and even interviews. There happened to be an interview with Andrei Tarkovsky. And that's where the line of cinema is an art form, which often involves a high degree of tension, which may not generally be comprehensible. It's not that I don't want to be understood, but I can't. Like Spielberg, say, make a film for the general public. I'd be mortified if I discovered I could. If you want to reach a general audience, you have to make films like Star Wars and Superman, which have nothing to do with art. This doesn't mean I treat the public like idiots, but I certainly don't take pains to please them. Right? Which I think is like, you know, it's very easy to say like, oh, he's being a pompous asshole, right? Like that'd be like a very knee-jerk reaction to it, but like seeing how people can get about even just video games, of like, I totally like get some of that, right? Of like, especially with I don't go to pains to please them because like, man,
Yeah.
people. Like I still remember, like there was like an Assassin's Creed set in like Japan, and it's like you can play as, how am I forgetting his name? I'm I'm forgetting his name, but like you know the African like samurai, or you know he was enslaved by like I'm forgetting which, by monks somewhere. I think probably like Portugal or something. He ended up in Japan, and like people took a liking to him, and he became a Yojimbo, or basically bodyguard to Oda Nobunaga. Right? You get to play as like in that Assassin's Creed. You can play as like him and like some like ninja woman. I don't know if she's probably based on some like historical character or something, right? Like probably it's Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna guess like maybe the ninja woman is, but like the other guy absolutely is like a historical like character. Like he's a historical figure, right? And like people made such a stink about that, and it's like, and it's like to appease them would be to just completely removing this guy who did actually exist and was a samurai, and Oda Nobunaga even like I think he was even like said once, if he was from like Japanese descent, he would make him he would make him like a lord under him or something. He liked the guy that much. That was his homeboy. And it's like no, that like we like these like nerds, these like who like could not accept there being a black samurai, even though there was a black samurai. He was real. Like, I'm just blanking on his name. Like, I know it's like like the name he had over there. Like it began with like a Y, Yusuke, like something like that. But yeah, like God, I still think. There's so much of that for media of like, oh, we have to like to appease the general public as much as possible. Yeah.
So it's funny because I was actually talking about Silent Hill discourse earlier.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's like it's very much very much the new Silent Hill game. People going, oh, Silent Hill was never this. And, well, this is a game where Silent Hill was that.
Yeah, Silent Hill was never about feminism or anything like that at all, ever. And it's like, these fuckers have not played Hill 1.
These fuckers have not played any Silent Hill and have just listened to video essays about Silent Hill 2.
Which even then, that was about there's like stuff about like misogyny, like with, like it's like it's always been about it in all the like the classic the classic quadrilogy. I don't know, like the first 4 games, right?
They could have also played the remake, which is closer to what people think 2 is.
I haven't. Out of choice, I've not seen anything about the remake, so I don't know if it like changes anything about like James the character, which is inherently funny. Sorry, it's just like always funny to mention that of like, oh yeah, that guy's called James. So it's like,
and his wife is Mary.
Oh no. But yeah. God, sorry, just now remembered that Konami actually sold on like their online store or something, just a fucking pillow.
God.
For Silent Hill 2 merch, just a white pillow.
Yeah, there was a funny guy that day. There was a funny guy who managed to convince them to do it.
Yeah. Fuck. But yeah, it's like. Yeah, it's always been about like the themes of feminism have always been in there since the beginning, but people just kind of make up in their mind what it's about. Like hell, even to talk about Superman, since this guy like complained about Superman, the newest one, right? There's one like in part of a scene. It's not like the full scene, but there's part of it where like there's like during like I think like a kaiju like attacking the city. Like, Superman goes out of his way to save several people, and even one squirrel. And people are like, oh, why would Superman do that? And it's like, have you never fucking... It's Superman! Of course, like, he wants, like, especially since that movie, especially goes into, like, he, inherently values all life. And, like, wants to save people, and he's Superman!
Considering the last 10 years of Superman movies before that were Zack Snyder...
God, you're right, they were.
I can get the confusion.
I'm so glad I only watched, like, one of those, and then avoided the rest.
God, how does that guy have, like, a fandom?
God. Who knows? who knows? Then again, it's like Michael Bay has his fans, despite everything.
I can't.
Like,
God, the release of Snyder Cut thing was just why? Why was that a thing?
I haven't really watched it or read anything up on it, so I don't have much to say. But I do remember how kind of ridiculous the whole thing felt from an outsider point of view, of just like talking about like no, don't worry, guys. There's a version of this film where it's really awesome and great, and it's like, it's like, like that's a funny thing to say. It's like, I talk about like, man, I wish Swordfish was like, or the plot of Swordfish was better executed, or Usagi Chan Q. God, I wish that was better like executed, or I need to make my own like version of it, where it's more plural and gay. But like, that's like talking to like, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, Usagi Chan Q is absolutely the most perfect movie ever. It very much is. It's like that, but like it honestly felt like, don't worry, guys. There's a version of this that's actually perfect, and it's like,
I'm reminded of H Bomber Guy's video on Sherlock and how people thought there was a secret fourth good episode of the really bad Sherlock season. And then it just turned out not to actually be that.
oh, God. It's odd. Sorry, I'm just still laughing at the idea of like, don't worry, guys. There's a super secret fourth episode that's really good this season, which is somehow even more funny to me than just don't worry. There's the Snyder cut that fixes everything. It's fucking perfect. It's just don't worry. We're like the Garshinov or whatever the fuck that fake movie's called. We're doing that, but for a single episode of BBC's Sherlock.
Yeah. Hold on a sec.
All right. Huh?
Huh. No, okay, I was just wrong. Alright. Back to it. And also the whole conversation makes me think of okay, there was technically a post about Tumblr about this, but it's actually all over the place, where people just, they consume a media, but the media they talk about is not the media they have consumed. They made up a version of the media. Yeah.
Many such cases.
Yeah, and the media in question on that post was It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my god.
And like,
I thought
and the Tumblr post they bring up was talking about how it's totally about loving each other and stuff. Which, no, it's not.
oh my god, it absolutely is not. People who make art of South Park where it's like
any pronouns Cartman.
Yeah, you see that one. Any pronouns, Cartman. Like, no, he would not fucking ever say this. God, or like people like okay, like I beefed with Steven Universe before, but like overall, I actually like it. The show, but God, people are like, oh my God, Steven Universe is so adult, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like this is a show for like maybe like the main target audience is like like early like maybe like 10-year-olds to like early teens or something like easily. Like
God. And
like what are you talking about?
people were like that about My Little Pony as well.
Yeah. That said, it still blew my mind hearing people in complete earnestness going like, "Oh man, this taught me so many like moral lessons." I'm like, did you not watch children's TV shows as a kid? Like this, there's a lot of the same things in there. And also, like some of the people are like, we're about as old as I am now when My Little Pony Friendship with Magic came out. And like, what do you mean you didn't know some of these? Like, I guess I'm glad you're learning now, but it's like, what do you mean? Con? Um. Oh, art. Sure. No, also, I'm trying to. No, if I'm smart, I would look up the director I was talking about earlier on like YouTube or something. Because I bet someone would have posted, something there, or I'd hope they would have. I'm still trying to find, make sure like the interview's like legit. Because I've seen this before, but I'm like, okay, like someone talking about, um, um, like, okay, is this the video, or the interview?
Someone's moving something. Oh, hi, guy. He's just spinning around!
Oh my God. Unrestrained autumn fun.
Someone clipped that.
God. Give me a sec.
It's like around 1 hour 26 minutes.
Okay, 1 hour 26 minutes. Gotcha. Wait.
Oh, someone's doing something. Oh, there's two of them!
Marvelous.
They're so in sync. Backstreet's back, alright.
God. Silly. You know what? I'll post this.
Weird how exact that save point requires you to be.
Yeah, especially since like the rest are never like that. It's just this one, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I have to go check something real quick.
Yeah, make sure to mute yourself before you go. But yeah, there's a lot of pivoting. But yeah, to get back what I was thinking earlier, yeah, they love weird art, and like not everyone's gonna like get it, right? But I'm always glad for it to exist. That's definitely one of Mary's albums I need to listen to like soon. Huh? Huh.
So I'm in the brief period of the day where I feel like kind of sleepy, and this is a trap because after I take the pills, it make me a little drowsy. So I'm not very talkative right now.
Understandable. Yeah, God, suddenly got a bit yawning. Got started yawning myself, which it's not conductive to co-hosting a stream, but I'll carry on. But yeah, no, love God. I guess also to since Swordfish is still stuck in my brain for a bit, even though I have a lot of problems with the movie, I do appreciate that like I saw it and rewatch it again. Because it does have some stuff going for it, and they were very focused on like the spectacle of the film, and they did get that down really well. Like it's pretty nuts. Like when things get nuts, like they kind of like uh yeah no it's yeah no it does what it sets out to do well. It's just like man, I wish it it was better about this because it almost has something going on there of hacker who's against like like invasion of like privacy by the government and stuff. Um, right, getting forced into some weird conspiracy because he was desperate and like wanted to see his like daughter again after a very messy divorce. Like
Well, you know what they say, hack the planet.
hack the planet. I still need to watch Hackers. I think I only saw like
Yeah,
part
it's
of it
pretty good.
years ago. It's like a fun time.
It's very goofy. It is an extremely campy movie. But if you go into it knowing that, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Swordfish is also I don't know if I'd call it campy per se, but it is like uh it's something. Like if you're like, no what, I'm here for the vibes, then like I think you like then I think it's much more easier to enjoy it than like I'm here for a very serious and like uh like intellectual movie. Like I don't think it quite gets there. But like there's almost something going on. Maybe if you squint and tilt your head. Like it almost says something. There's actually one alternate ending that actually has more to say where like the protagonist does actually like screw with like the villain's like ultimate plot, but they're like one of them is just like hey, why aren't you mad? Is like really wordy like analogy to a whole bunch of films that I'm not gonna repeat here. But he's like, know what? Why be sad about it? You know, we have places to go. Like, you know, we're not done yet. Like with their like fucked up like plots and everything, right? Because like, oh, it's, wow, it's like almost cohesive of just like even after stopping their like ultimate plan, that doesn't slow them down. Like this fucked up secret like group is they're still out there. They're still going to do terrible things to who knows how many people. That was just gonna, uh like like that hasn't stopped them. Maybe just slowed them down a little bit. And it's like, oh cool, like you almost have something to say there, but then that was just an alternate ending that was in the special features. That said, to pivot real quick, it actually explicitly has like something like at the end of the credits for the DVD. It's like the final password is Vernon, and it's like, oh hey, like, and it takes you to like the special features menu, like watch till like at the end of the credits and everything. And it's like, oh hey, put this disc in the PC to unlock restricted like files or whatever. And I'm like, man, my current PC does not have a disc reader. I like that's one of the things I'm looking forward to getting whenever I can get a job of because I know like an external like Blu-ray like disc reader isn't that expensive nowadays. And I'm like, no,
Oh yeah, they're reasonably cheap.
yeah, so it'd be nice to get one, so that I, to, be able to just watch videos and stream them on like Discord to y'all and and stuff, and also to see the fun stuff of hey, what if you put the disc in your PC and get extra goodies? Because I know that was a thing back in the day. Unlocks the new monster. Uh, like I think years ago, an ex-friend told me like about like Symphony of the Night, like the PS1 disc. If you put that in a PC, you can unlock like extra sound files and like including like I think it would be probably like I think a video or just audio of like some of the like voice actors of like the Japanese voice actors or something talking about it. Or maybe it was a PS2 game. I'm forgetting which one. I think there's multiple Castlevania games that like had that going on. Like, man, that was such a cool feature. It's a shame that like you don't really have that anymore. It's not like everyone did it, but it was it was always cute whenever it like popped up. Unlock that new monster, or think about the reverse of like Monster Rancher, how you could put CDs in your like in your PS1 or whatever and like get new monsters that way. I forget how it would do that, but I know that was a
Oh
thing.
yeah, it would actually do something with track lengths, or album lengths. I'm not quite sure. Aside from a handful of hard-coded, like, oh, you've put in this album that's a soundtrack for this movie, therefore we're gonna give you something related to the movie, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of, listen, ill-advised game concept, modern Monster Rancher game, where you get your monsters from USB drives, and you're encouraged to just plug in any USB drive you find directly into your computer.
Oh no.
Do not do this.
Do not do this. But also that would be a funny thing. Just it's very funny conceptually, especially if just this sounds like something that could be in a show or something. I was like, oh man, the kids are going over like crazy over this new video game where you had to plug in USBs and like different makes and models of USBs into your computer to unlock new monsters. Like, huh? There's a few cute gifs on Monster Rancher. Apparently, there's one of a seemingly more modern looking one. I have no idea which console this came out for or whatever. But it's one of the like kind of like penguin looking guys, but like in a tuxedo, like twirling around a cane. Like that. No, that's cute. But, yeah. Oh, you know what? I guess to talk about since I'm still like thinking about Swordfish, it's really funny thinking about like how do you show hacking in a movie and make it exciting for the audience, right? Because that's always a fascinating problem, and like for films and shows, right? Because usually, like a very common thing is just you're typing at the keyboard really, really fast, and like now you're in the Pentagon or something, right? And it's like it's hard to think of another way to make hacking look exciting in in a visual medium, right? Because in a book, you can more like more even just talk about like how actually hacking works, and it still be interesting because you're from the point of view of, oh hey James,
Hey, I'm back.
cracking open a cold one. But yeah, we talked about like several things. But yeah, just I recently talked about like how do you make hacking look exciting in a visual medium, right? And just how it you often just get you just type really really fast and look really stressed or focused at a keyboard.
I can look
And
like that normally while doing my job.
oh no. Yeah, it's just like how do you make it look exciting to the audience, right? Like, you could do like the Shadowrun thing where you have digital avatars in cyberspace, which is not a bad idea, especially in a visual medium, right? But if you have something more uh, like focused on like modern, that's obviously harder to do. But it's like, it's just the part of the like. Right, part of watching Swordfish is watching a guy who's stressed out, typing really fast on the keyboard, and I can't help but think, like, does he even have any security breaking, like any program at all open to help him like break through security or for brute force hacking or anything? Or can he just do that if he just types hard enough? He just gets through to the Pentagon or something, right? Especially since later in the movie, he tries to pull a fast one on like the villain. It's like, hey, I I made the cipher to transfer the funds, where it'll bounce around from account to account for 10 years. Like, you're not gonna be able to find this without me. Like, it's the encryption is 1024 bits. Like, even I can't crack it. And then like someone he loves is like held hostage, and then he just types really really hard on the keyboard. And then it's like, right? It's just like kind of funny. And also, like, did they even have 1024-bit encryption back? But yeah, it's really funny to just we're gonna have a guy so stressed out typing on the keyboard. And there's even one part I posted a GIF of it earlier, but I can just find the GIF again. Type in swordfish. Where he has this like computer set up, his gaming rig, where it's like 7 CRTs, connected to a really powerful like computer, and he's like constructing like compiling a worm, or they call it a hydra. It's a multi-headed computer worm. See, I don't know if that's a real term for it.
I have no idea. That
I
doesn't
think it would just be called worm, but like it sounds
worm.
better, right?
Yeah.
In like for a film to just call it a hydra, to say it's multi-headed. It's like it's multiple worms packaged together. It sounds cool, so that works. But it's like funny that they show him like right, because normal debugging of a computer worm would be not that exciting for a film audience. So it's like he has this like graphical setup of his worm in the center, and this like these cubes assembled around it, like to try to get it to compile together. It's just like really goofy in the year 25, like in the year 2025. Like, this is how it looks to make worm, a computer worm.
Me when I'm making worm.
Yeah. You know, just a whole bunch of cubes together. That's how.
Yeah.
That's what worms
How
are.
wild board in it.
That's how. Yeah. Oh. Oh my god. I was like, now what would happen if I try searching in the Discord gifts for worm space a wild bow, and I get this gif as the first one of fan battle cast. It's the Miraculous Ladybug versus
Oh, no.
Skinner. Like, she's
Yeah,
got the Miraculous Ladybug's gonna die. Like,
yeah, that
Skinner
is
won't
straight
even
up.
want to do that on
Miraculous
purpose.
Ladybug
Like,
is going to the hospital like bare minimum.
yeah, like bare minimum, she's going to the hospital. Like, there's not a doubt about that. And like, Skinner won't even try necessarily explicitly try to send her to the hospital. But like,
Yeah, she just
Gonna
goes, well,
happen.
it's necessary for me to do this, though. It is not necessary for me
Necessary?
to do it.
yeah.
Oh. Like,
Just
it-
ignoring the
it's-
calls for help.
Yeah, as you do.
It's warming time. Sorry, just that's such a good parody gif. Oh yeah, the Hell House, the haunted house. Taylor says her signature catchphrase, "It's warming time," before jumping down from the rooftop, warming all over her
Oh,
enemies.
right! Oh, right, on hard mode, this will kill you unless you go into combat
It
pose.
only won't kill you, it will hurt the entire time.
Oh,
Welcome to the Borley Haunted Mansion. Help! Help! That's Danny. A quiet.
Ah, yes, the fucked up and evil Danny Phantom
So
room.
please watch your
yeah.
That you worm.
Sometimes the floors. I'm so sorry.
I
This
think
place
that
is
you
just
worm
falling
is like
apart.
a worm
mechanism is
phantom
broken, you see.
in-joke that...
It wasn't supposed to stop there.
So,
I
for
assure you.
context, the joke...
At last, the tyrant has been deposed.
Hey,
Hey,
Tequila.
Tequila's hacker.
Good day.
as I was saying, so there was like a thread on, I believe, the subreddit or something. It was like,
Ah,
oh,
damn
what
it.
if they made Worm a real TV show? And it started off as like this, it's got this slow build, like teenage drama before Skitter gets her powers. She's just in high school being bullied. And like, in order to justify the title of Worm, of course, they'll have something in the early episodes where someone like name drops it and goes, I don't know, take that, you worm, when they're bullying her. And it's like,
Now, are they doing this on purpose, or are they just inventing Worm Dracula on accident?
I have no idea, but like, I have no idea of the original context outside of that. But then it just became a thing that people said about, yeah, take that, you worm. The famous line from Worm. It's not in. The worm is a metaphor.
Now, that
The word is
is
not
exactly how, like, a lot of, like, Golden Age supervillains got their title.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the character is not called Worm. In fact, she struggles coming up with a name for herself at all for like 4 arcs or so, and then the superheroes are just like, well, we just can't keep calling her Bug Girl. Let's call her, I don't know, Spins Wheel Skitter. Yeah, that'll do. That's not taken. And it's
Yeah.
literally just the filler name that they come up with for her because they have no idea what to call her, and then she's like, okay, I guess I'm stuck with this.
Yeah.
Watch out for the red fog. It's not like
I'm
the
like-
normal fog in Silent Hill.
Really thrown off because I deeply familiar with the, like, droning, like, sound effect in the background here, but I can't identify from what.
No, I kind of get what you mean, but it's like,
Vaguely familiar, but
Ah, son of a bitch.
I got fog.
got fog.
Turns you inside out.
Huh. That Simpsons bit. Which, of course, then goes into the dance number.
What? Course like people dance until they make us stop.
Dude.
Many dancing people. Da, 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 da. Which I didn't know at the time was a parody of like of a song for a musical.
No.
Actually, I'm gonna have to.
She bumped off the invisible wall for a sec. God.
God.
This mansion is quite old, so please watch your step. Sometimes the floors, I'm so sorry. This place is just falling apart.
Crushing floor that only respects you if you're ready to
It wasn't
battle.
supposed to stop there, I assure you. That
What?
was supposed to be the exit,
Usually
but it
sensation.
seems that no one
Everywhere
wants you to
moves
leave.
to me.
Everyone really likes you. They want you to
Ah, shit.
whatever. I have to agree with them.
Every step that you
Afraid. Dying.
just one look that's fine. She's all you want. But like, yeah, it is a real song. They were parodying it, and I just didn't know about that for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do play a bit of it at the end of the shinning segment. It's on TV that Homer's watching.
Okay. I didn't
Ah!
realize.
Fuck! So close.
Rip.
Wow.
Yet so
this-
far.
Wow, this segment is much worse on hard mode.
Yeah. But yeah, God, there's so many things that I kind of grew up with that are like, oh, huh, that's a looking back, like, oh yeah, that's a reference to some, like, guy I never knew about. Like, there's like as a kid, there's so many references to like Bob Hope films and stuff, and it's like characters that I like just never knew about because I was like 6 and never watched a Bob Hope movie.
Poorly haunted mansion.
God, it's kind of funny that reference jokes became so overplayed in the 2000s because they were done a whole lot in the 90s.
Yeah. I mean, I feel I don't know. Like I feel like there's like a lot of like in the like early 2000s, like you know, like 2010, there's a whole lot of reference jokes that like were painfully like, hey, we made a reference joke, you're supposed to laugh now. And it's like, okay. Right, which
They need to put laugh tracks in feature films.
odd. Yeah. Like, you know, it's like they expect to like seem really smart just because they made a reference to like a movie that came out like the year before, like that the episode went to production or something, right? Like aren't we being topical? Aren't we being interesting? It's like, you know, compared to
With the times.
yeah, God, you know, compared to at least like. Even if some of the, like, you know, I remember, like, the shows I watched Cartoon Network, like, some of them, you know, they're really playing up some of their references, but at least, you know, at most, it would be, like, like, a background character cameo or something, right? Or, like, and, like, then it moves on the rest of the show, right? Even it's just like, hey, like, we're gonna spend, like, 2 minutes on this reference. I hope you found it funny.
God.
Yeah?
This mansion is quite old, so please watch your step. I'm so
Huh?
sorry. This place is just
Oh yeah,
apart. The mechanism is
Tequila earlier, I mentioned having rewatched the movie Swordfish. I don't know if you ever watched that one.
No.
It's a very like no, it's a pretty fun like hackers like slash like crime thriller like
Oh,
uh
it's dinner
like-
time.
oh okay, no, go have some dinner. Helen and Heather can stay in the red fog for a bit. It's fine. Yeah, go get some food. Unmute the mic, please. Huh? I don't think she muted the mic. But yeah. Anyway, Swordfish. Real quick rundown. It's pretty fun. It's not that coherent, but the vibes are there. When the vibes are strong, it's like at its best. Oh, hi. I don't think I've seen this demo. For Silent Hill 3 in a hot minute. But yeah, God, I wish Swordfish was more coherent, but but also, it's.
I wish
you know,
it was good. It's such an interesting rating. It means something so specific.
Yeah, like it seeks out to do spectacle and does it well, right? Like it has like the spectacle. They obviously like really focused on it, but I kind of wish like the story was more coherent.
But
Because
we're
it's like
talking about Swordfish 2001?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. It'd be interesting to watch with like to watch on the server someday, right? Like I feel like that'd be a fun thing to watch with friends, especially you know in the year 2025, and like seeing like Hollywood hacking where they're just if you're more stressed out and more aggressively typing on a computer, you can do anything.
You can get a second keyboard and mouse and they attack faster.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. I mean, like, Hollywood has only gotten worse at depicting hacking. Have you seen War of the Worlds?
I haven't. Oh, don't they just have like a smartphone app or something?
No, he has a computer screen and he'll like click on a dot on the map and be like have like a drop down menu that says like various options where it's like hack, find, and he'll just like click on the find tab and it'll open up a search bar and he'll type in social security number and it'll tell him a social security number.
Oh no.
Very much in the yeah, computers are like magic, right? Kind of school of what are computers.
Yeah, I'm reminded of Watch_Dogs of just how he hacks the whole city with his smartphone app, his super secret smartphone app. That he just taps on it.
A great, and you'd think, like, I suppose this is like, you know, I think a video game would not fall into this as much, given that video games are at least partially made by programmers who understand that computers are like the opposite of magic. They're very stupid about doing what you want them to.
Yeah. I kind of. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, still going on.
I was just gonna say that I kind of, you know what, between computer, find me social security numbers, and I'm gonna talk about some technobabble. Like I'm gonna say like 512 byte encryption, and then type really fast on my keyboard. I think I kind of like the tap really fast on the keyboard. Compared to that, because like, oh man, like that they both are not how hacking works, but
like typing really fast on the keyboard is accepted cinematic visual language for hacking by now. You know, it's grandfathered in.
It's grandfathered in, and also like it at
average
least
person
implies...
can look at it and see that that person is hacking. It communicates the idea.
Yeah, and it's also like it implies like some amount of like competency, and like, you know, that they're like, oh, they're doing something really like fast and like agile on their keyboards, like typing in all the commands or whatever, right? Even though like it at least implies that, compared to I open up like the I open up the program on my computer and I just say, computer, find me social security numbers. God? James, can you please mute your mic while you're munching? Huh?
Okay.
Han, you didn't mute
Go ahead.
eating sounds? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was at the not premiere. I was at the movies today watching the Chainsaw Man Reze movie.
Oh, nice. Alright, hope the movie is good. They had a great time with it.
So, like, on a note that has nothing to do with the series, they need to get someone to that's less than 50 years old to write subtitles for these goddamn anime movies in Germany. I swear to God.
Oh no.
How do I put this? There's an understandable aspect where you want to use slang for the localization of something that's largely about teenagers, and I get that. However, maybe don't make it like what adults thought kids talked like circa 10 years ago.
Oh no.
It's very... As someone who's has at least a tangential understanding of what's being said in Japanese and also knows what it's largely supposed to be saying, I'm just looking at it constantly like, that is not the translation choice I would make if I was writing the script.
Oh no.
Yeah. Otherwise, I feel like unquestionably a nice-looking movie. I did still think it's good just because, I do like the material. However, you know, I'm off the camp that doesn't really vibe with Mappa's idea of what they want the series to be, or like the general trends of 2025 anime in general, where it's a lot about like pure visual excess with little thought to like the point you're making with it. You know, it's all Sakuga, and every dramatic moment has an orchestral underscore and like a dramatic zoom, and it feels a little bit like there's a lack of intention in the presentation. The emotional scenes are big and emotional, and the action scenes are big and explosive, and it's sort of it's very much like we made it this way because we could, and it's like expensive and big, and we look what we're able to do, but it feels like it's lacking in intention somewhat.
Uh,
I still enjoyed my time though. For what it's worth, Chainsaw Man is just something that sort of thrives on being very much part of the zeitgeist. And in a way, this is the most 2025 movie possible.
oh. Huh.
Uh,
Interesting.
Well, like, you know, modern anime trends are also very much about, like, the pure visual spectacle of presentation with less thought to, like, when things should be more understated, right? It's a very, like, we live in a very blockbuster era of anime.
Yeah. Which, God, funnily enough, I'm now reminded a bit of Swordfish 2001. It's where it's like you could tell a lot of the spectacle was the focus, right? But it's like a lot of other things fall by the wayside. But it's like it's a different problem. Like it's sort of reminded of the Red Fog. Oh, why did you? Oh, just turning your.
Finally!
Whew! Congrats! You did it.
Yeah.
Oh, you may want to put your armor back on.
I did.
Okay, I didn't notice because I was looking for the soundboard, trying to find the golf clap. Huh?
Oh, I forgot to get a fork. Yeah, it's not that
For your
bad.
food? Okay. Now, what are you eating?
Well, I ate a burger earlier. I just ate
Nice.
the burger, actually.
A boiga?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I bet you could kind of figure. I don't know if you're here for the when they got it, but they have like James has an unlimited submachine gun, which is absolutely hilarious.
Right, I. Ah. Fucking bugs.
Yeah. And I've been dealing with like a weird influx of flies now that it's getting like it's more into fall. Like just more like this like past few days. It's like, where did these things come from?
This reminds me that I should be taking out my biodegradable trash.
Yeah. Save yourself. I don't know where my flies are coming from, but like making sure that they don't get any reason to want to stick around is a pretty good call. Oh, you know, since you're here, I mentioned something. Well, after Mary was talking about like an album that she made that was like, you know, kind of considers like a bit too weird, even amongst like Dungeon Synth and like Dungeon Synth fans and like subgenres and all that of those fed by his hands. Which
Weird.
yeah, still only listened to that one.
Not necessarily. It's a deeply upsetting album, so like, wouldn't recommend it unless that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, some days it is like that.
Oh man, is it deeply upsetting album day today?
Only if you want it to be. Oh, she said, is it deeply unsettling album day today? Got that? Huh? But yeah, and you know, I mentioned what was it? God, I had to find it again. I actually need to find like the interview in which it was stated, but I let's see here. I remember hearing about an interview from with Andrei Tarkovsky, right? Where was it? What was it? Oh yes, second time reading it. Let's go. Cinema is an art form which involves a high degree of attention, which may not generally be comprehensible. It's not that I don't want to be understood, but I can't, like Spielberg, say make a film for the general public. I'd be mortified if I discovered I could. If you want to reach the general audience, you have to make films like Star Wars and Superman, which have nothing to do with art. This doesn't mean I treat the public like idiots, but I certainly don't take pains to please them, right? And like that last bit there, especially, just like, you know, just been thinking about that recently with like some art and just like, especially with like games.
I agree with this person's perspective on art. However, I broadly agree with their sentiment overall.
Yeah, like I do also disagree that like, you know, Star Wars and Superman aren't like art, but like
I
that
think
sentiment.
you can't be defining art by its quality, fundamentally speaking.
Yeah,
But yes.
yeah, because it's like, man, especially like, you know, like I love weird art. I love something that's like deeply personal in various ways, and maybe in ways I can't fully understand. Because, you know, it means something. It says something. You know, there's something there. Or to use, you know, comic colloquialisms, it's got the sauce, right? Like it needs you know, like you can listen to something that's very technically well made, but like you can tell when it's like lacking something personal, or right? And it's just like,
Yeah, no. There's
Yeah,
like a
right.
lot of faults to be found sometimes. In something where like you don't want to be too harsh because you know that like it took a lot of effort, but fundamentally isn't actually made with. I generally, especially when I just like want to do like some pop criticism of something like that's just like made for general audience, I try to mostly judge it on the merit of how well it fulfills its personal ambitions of what it wants to be. And even that, I think, is sometimes hampered by, like, doing something that's too broadly appealing. Again, like sheer visual spectacle.
yeah. And oh yeah, earlier I brought up how like even for like the most recent Superman movie, which I enjoyed, it's a fun romp. Like people were complaining that like, oh, why would like about Superman going out of his way to save some people, and even like a squirrel in this one big like kaiju fight, and it's like it's Superman. Like yeah, but then like if like yeah, the Superman I grew up with, like yeah, of course he would go out of his way even to save something small. Like that movie, they really emphasize that he wants to save like he values life. Like in the general case, like he just always want to save as many lives as possible. Like in that movie, there's basically like an allegory for um like Israel and like Gaza, where it's like Superman, like without really thinking about the political repercussions, like saves like basically I forget what they call it in the film, but basically it's version of Gaza from like being attacked because he's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let people get fucking like killed. Like these were like innocent people being hurt. Like yeah, fuck that. And it's like, that's part of what's going on there, but it's like it's just God, there's so many like it's very easy to see, especially in from gamers in like that side of consumer like consumers like side of things of like how demanding people can be of what they consider like what has to be in something for it to be like to appease their specific tastes, and it's just like God.
I'm suddenly.
Do you remember?
And
Oh,
there's
go ahead.
suddenly like. No, go on, James.
I'm suddenly reminded of like certain gameplay things that are considered quote unquote bad always forever. You're not allowed to use them.
Yeah, or some things that are good always forever. Every game must be intuitive pick up and play. You understand the controls by just figuring them out. You are not allowed to make games that force you to read a manual ever. It's forbidden.
It's forbidden. Steel Battalion? Fucking trash. Everyone, no one liked that one.
Put that shit in the fucking garbage. Every like mildly complicated Civ style or tactics game, throw that out there. Why can you not just click drag everything?
Yeah.
Alright, I
You
just
know,
had a sudden
you
vision
can't-
of like an exploitation story where like half the text is the pilot reading the manual for the Mac.
It's just like the book comes with a second book that's just the mech manual, and it
Yeah,
keeps
obviously,
asking you to
something-
refer to the pages of the other book.
Yeah, obviously. It doesn't ever explain the mechanics of the mech in the actual story itself. It's just like, oh, I turned to page 176 of the manual. Of course.
Obviously,
there it
the
was.
adaptation fundamentally misses out on this when they adapted it without adapting the manual too, and just adapted the actual book.
Also, I
God.
can see this working as a like visual novel thing where it's like, yes, I remembered page 96 of the manual, and like you're clicking on that and it like brings up a like quote from it. It's like, oh yes, all mech pilots must do this, and it's like, you can integrate that into the story.
Yeah. That
But
Nope.
like going
do like
going
that.
back more to the point of like yeah, gameplay stuff that you aren't allowed to do. There's like the problem is, right, that like when these ideas are being peddled, they are being made because the assumption is always that you are aiming at the broadest possible mass market audience that you can of course achieve without even making, how do I put this, making more sacrifice than it's worth. Because of course, like, the broader you try to generalize your appeal, the more you tend to just like exclude everybody from actually liking your thing. Like the things that have like super broad appeal, and are still like actually popular and don't just flounder because they don't actually appeal to anybody, are the things that like pick a specific audience to exclude more so than anything with what they're going for, rather than those that genuinely try to offend nobody. The excluded audience does tend to be more like people that care about art, but you know, that is not part of the mass demographic most things are aiming at.
Well, it's either that or I don't like it, therefore nobody likes it.
Wait,
Well,
I'm-
well, oh,
In
I feel like
terms
that's
of
a
how,
little bit different from.
well, in terms of how gamers talk about game
Oh.
mechanics.
Well, that is different from what I'm like trying to get at here right now, of like thinking of things from a development perspective.
Yeah.
God. No, that's a talk. Unfortunately, so, finally enough to say to talk about gamers. I still think about the untumblerized like Fortnite character. Remember that?
I mean,
Yeah.
I see the untumblerized thing a lot, but
'Cause, yeah, the origin was like this one like brown girl who was like not even like really like chubby or anything from Fortnite, and like someone
Oh,
edited
God.
her to be like white, be really skinny, gave her a cross necklace, and it's like I've untumblerized her, and I've
Okay.
seen some people bring it back up.
cross necklace is like extra funny.
Yeah.
But like, of course, this is all like. It's interesting because this all plays into like the broader political agenda of the like culture war, right? Who of course cannot actually understand that the version of like inclusion that is prevalent in most AAA games is not representation based on something that is actually meant to appeal to anyone, but rather is precisely meant to offend as little people as possible to, again, broaden the audience of a game. Like, a thing like Fortnite can't afford to actually be virulently racist, because that would lessen its audience, not because there's, like, a single shred of soul in anyone who's in charge of making that game.
God, yeah.
And they do not understand that, like, being the bizarre combination of, like, online gooner tradcath is not actually an audience that's large enough that it is worth pandering to over, like, pissing off everyone else on Earth.
Yeah.
But at the same time, obviously, Fortnite is never gonna go beyond the sort of rainbow capitalism of, here's a couple pride flags for Pride Month, put them on your character.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's it's the baby defense that is usually pulled out, you know, where everyone's like, where the woke left hit me,
God.
you know? Just have to cry and scream like a baby, like you've been attacked forever, and that's basically the entirety there is to their tactic here, you know?
Oh yeah. But yeah, odd.
I just submachine gunned my shadow in the face.
Yeah, you know, I did that last Tuesday.
Man, those Persona kids, what were they thinking? They should have just brought a submachine gun.
Yeah, that's why Shadow brought one himself in the movie.
Oh my
God.
god.
Is it one that he can cock like a shotgun?
Of course, of course. Actually, I think the movie they just gave him like a broadly generic laser gun because they can't have Shadow shooting people.
Yeah.
Because of course, cowardice. That is the reason.
Yeah. Now going back onto like mass market appeal Sonic. Man, I'm not heartless enough to say that I didn't enjoy watching any of that movie, but like, man, there's some things I'm like, they didn't even have Bio Lizard.
Sonic 3 is by far the best out of the Sonic movies in that it plays itself relatively straight, gives Sonic a little bit more of a understandable character, and like just kind of like has a real story to tell of any kind with Shadow and
Yeah.
two Robotniks. I definitely think it's a lot more worthwhile than the other two, but I do understand. You know, there's a lot of things it doesn't do still.
Yeah, I only watched like a bit of the other Sonic movies because like my nieces were over and had it on the TV. But like I was like, no, yeah, I'll watch like Sonic 3 in theaters with like my brother and the nieces. Like, yeah, sure. And it's like,
Perhaps it's easy to be nice to Sonic 3 if you watch the other two movies to temper your expectations first. I can't deny there's a strong possibility that that movie heavily benefits in its critical reception from having seen what the other two are like.
Did something
yeah,
break?
what?
Oh.
The
No, looks
cutscene
like-
wasn't quite working right.
Oh, it looked fine on my end. Was there supposed to be more audio or
Dialogue?
something? Dialogue?
Yeah, there was. Oh. She was looking at something. What was it? Or it was just a door and I'm stupid. Anyway, to get the ending I'm going for, I had to say I forgive you to the person.
The person in the random confessional booth. Yeah.
Yep.
Huh. But yeah, no, man, I'm still like peeved that they didn't have like BioLizard. Like that doesn't show because man, it feels like a fun thing of like this was this was Gun's original idea of, hey, Gerald Robotnik, we want a big ass fucking monster.
The
Right,
movie is
then again-
very like. The movie is very reticent to fully paint Gun as villains, even though they obviously are. Like the movie can't fully commit
Let's
to
be-
having Gun be evil. It has
It can't have
two
the Gun be
different
evil.
people. It has to have that guy that's in charge of Gun tragically die. It has to like just not ever ask the question of why Gun owns a Doomsday laser in the first place for good.
Yeah. To be fair, Sonic has been doing that after Adventure 2.
Oh no, okay. Like I do know that like Shadow joins Gun at some point.
Also, I forget if this room is clear on a new game, because it was like all messed up and like have black squiggles everywhere. On
Originally?
Although that might
Huh.
have been because I got here later.
Huh. Sorry, it's so funny seeing this guy just like get up just to be mowed down. Yeah. God,
Yeah,
it's been
no.
a while since
Also,
yeah.
it's funny that this movie had like two different guys who die, obviously because their actor doesn't want to come back anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odd. And oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pissed off that this. Okay, this sounds very weird to say, like with no context, but it pisses me off that Gunn didn't like purposely murder like Maria in like the movie. I knew they couldn't,
Yeah.
but it's like man, it's still like
It's like, yeah, it's just
man.
The problem of looking at these, and I'm like, there's just like the inevitable problems of just making a thing with this much. It's just got too much money to be good. Is like a problem, I would say. It's like
Yeah.
a thing I really thought about Matrix 4. I'm like, this movie has too much money to ever be good.
Yeah, I still haven't watched Matrix. Right, I should at some, but that's good
I
to
think
know.
there's like a lot of interesting things you can say about that movie, but like fundamentally suffers from the fact that obviously no one really wanted to make it, and that it has to be a Matrix movie. You know?
Interesting. Yeah.
So, yeah, no. I was like, it's crushed under the expectation on being for children, and being for children means that you can't actually have, like,
Complicated, like,
not even complicated.
not
Like,
even
you
complicated.
you can't even have, like, the simple moral of, like, government can be evil at all, or, like, you know, children can be trusted with just seeing Maria like get shot at. You don't need to fucking be that explicit about it, right?
Yeah, like, God, which is, like, wild, because it's funny how, like, times change, especially because, like, Sonic Adventure 2 has, like, yeah, gun fucking sucks. Like, they did all that, and they just locked Shadow away because he was too big of an asset, too much of an investment to just get rid of. So they just kind of froze him after, like, murdering Maria and locking Gerald, Robotnik away, to, like, never be seen again. Like, yeah, wait, didn't they execute him? Yeah, no, they executed him. Yeah, like he was in prison, but they did like execute him. I think in like the last tape he has in like Sonic Adventure 2, where like it shows his like the last thing he ever says. Like I think you do hear gunfire. Maybe like I think he was like killed by firing line, which is like that was in children's media that got made, and like there wasn't like a big like any like noise about it or anything, as far as I could remember back then. And it's like, but like nope, can't have anything remotely like that for kids now. That's bad. You can't say the government can potentially be awful, even if it's a fictionalized like international like governmental body like gun. You can't
Yes.
ever say you can't ever say they can be
It's like,
bad.
it's the same thing with like all these series about assassins that have been running recently, but the problem is because you're making them, but you're also trying to make them like lighthearted and fun. You're doing the worst thing effectively of being a hired assassin is actually not that bad, because you don't really kill, like, you only really kill bad people, and you don't do that many hired murders, and it's like basically fine. And by like depriving a situation of the actual like negative impact, not negative impact, the actual like negative emotion of it to like be more sanitized, you are actually making it way worse as a lesson to look at for children.
Yeah.
Right? Like, by not trusting them to ever be shown anything bad, you are removing all value any moral lesson any piece of media can effectively teach them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would already say the values communicated by contemporary children's television are pretty awful,
Yeah.
and that's just like, I just have to clarify it. I do not mean that in the like, we need to protect their eyes, somebody please think of the children way. I mean it in the very much like, we are teaching hustle and grind culture to the kids through its most palatable form.
Not to
Yeah.
mention those class traitors in the Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's funny
Listen,
to say
I
it
don't.
like that.
You know what? Sometimes I have to be the I need my children's cartoons to be Marxist guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's time to be that guy. I try not to most of the time, but
Yeah.
I also, like making your thing about society is like an unforced error. You don't actually have to do this. You can just make stories about like being friends and stuff without
Yeah.
trying to make it about the government. Like no one is actually forcing you.
God. Know what? Wait, to go back for a second to like Shadow 3. Know what they could have done?
Shadow 3. God, I
Shadow
wish.
3. Sonic 3.
More Shadow movies pronto.
Pronto. Sonic 3 is that they could have just had like the big fucking space weapon be built like by like Gerald Robotnik, where it's like, oh, he took money and like he was gonna take over the world. We compassed like, we were like partially decommissioning it, but then it kind of got like lost in paperwork because it's the big fucking it's a big space station. Right, it's like, God, it's gonna take forever to do that, or something. Like, there's something, or maybe someone didn't want to mention that, like, oh, we let one scientist like find a way to fucking build a super weapon, or something. Like, oh, we messed up once,
Like,
and
that
like no
is-
one wants to talk about it. That's not even saying the government's bad. It's just they made a mistake once and kind of didn't want to
Yeah.
like, just covered it up a bit compared to like, oh yeah, just God has a super weapon. They just have this, and like, don't worry, like, never ask the question why they
Like-
have this. It's like, man,
Yeah, it's like-
something.
Yeah, it's definitely very much like the Shield Harry Helicarrier plot point all over again, except maybe like, well, it's pretty much that.
Yeah, honestly, like a evil scientist having a space laser, making a space laser is like such a goofy sci-fi concept that everyone like sort of accepts that. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
why?
it's a
Yeah,
well-known
like,
trope.
I mean, like, I also think, like, we need to go back. We need to go back to writing villains that are just evil again. I swear to God, we are in an era of making the most absolutely frustrating compromise between, like, person with, like, justified motives and guy who's fucking greedy and wants something and kills people to get it. Where we have, like, the most mature, intelligent version of this, which is, of course, something sad happened to me. And it's not like I'm trying to fix that, it's just when something sad happened to me, I became the Joker immediately. Like, it's never even, oh, my wife has died, and I'm trying to resurrect her. It's, my wife has died, so I must kill everyone else's wife, too.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no like even dramatic tragedy or irony to like what has driven them to villainy. It's just something sad happened, so now they're evil. Or, of course, which is also very popular in things that pride themselves as too mature for one-dimensional villains, people who are corrupted by the forces of darkness. The wibbly-wobbly purple badness has infected their hearts and made them evil, and now we must kill them, and it's sad. And I'm like, wow. And amazing. This is so much better than a person who wants something.
Yeah. God.
From what I
The wibbly
understand,
wobbly.
from what I hear, the new Superman movie just makes Lex Luthor such a hater of Superman.
He's so fucking like he's such a hater. He's just evil. He's just an evil rich bastard, and it's like great. But also it's like, man, you really went out of your way to like enable all this to happen just to kill this guy? Like man, like that's wild. Also, maybe a little fruity, you know, like, maybe, but like what?
I mean, I feel like that does sound like a really good thing. That sounds like the real appeal of Lex Luthor is being nailed here. Being a hater is a perfectly good villain motivation.
It is. It works so well, especially with like Lex Luthor. Like that's his thing. He represents like the xenophobic like old money guy of just like, you know, who explicitly hates Superman for being, you know, like an outsider. He's an alien. You know, the term often used in sci-fi, but also is just a real term for someone who's an immigrant, right? Like, right? It's like it's very obvious. Like, oh, he just hates him, and it like plays up the fact that he's some foreigner from some like scary place that we don't
Yes.
know. Like all the time, he's just evil. It's great. God, Superman's fun. But yeah, no, it's yeah. Sometimes you could just have a guy like be a hater. Like hell,
Yeah,
you could
but
like
no, like fucking, you don't. Yeah, like you know who's one of the most fucking iconic anime villains of all time? Dio. You know what Dio's fucking deal is? He was born poor, and then he wanted to steal a rich guy's money, but he's also just a fucking asshole.
yeah.
Like, it's so funny in the scene where they have Speedwagon walk up to Dio and be like, Jonathan, I also grew up poor, and I'm here to tell you, Dio's just an asshole. It's not because of his upbringing. He's just bad.
Yeah, it's so good. I do love the Tumblr version though, where it's like, like, like I'm also gay and poor, but Dio's just a freak, or something like that. It's like, yeah, no, Dio's just a freak. He's just like that. He's like, he met this kid of like his new like basically adopted father, and it's like, cool. I need to like kill this like kid's dog and like torture and gaslight like his like I need to like manipulate like mansplain and like manslaughter like my way through this like kid's entire life so I can replace him as the good child in this household and get all of the rich bastard's money. And it's like he just did that from day one. He was just like this.
Yeah, no, and it's like he has an understandable point, but ultimately he could just be he could just not do any of the shit and get everything he wants, but he's just filled with like a resentment for everyone around him and a absolute like distaste for other humans that would ever
Yeah.
let him like remotely consider the circumstances of people around him or even find camaraderie with the people of his own class.
Yeah, he just hates literally everyone. He's
Yeah.
like, and that's why, like, as soon as he becomes a vampire, he's like, ah, cool, I'm gonna fucking, like, enslave the world. Starting with, like, with England. And then moving from there. My cool vampire powers.
Yeah. And you know what? It's sick. Everyone loves that guy. He's funny, and he's, like, intense, and he's, like, drama of the protagonist, and it's like, imagine if you did. Oh no, he's been like corrupted by evilness. Tragically, we just gotta put him down like Old Yeller. It's the only way.
It's the only
That
way.
sucks. That doesn't give you a strong impression. It minimizes his own character, and it gives you like nothing. It's unexciting. And I think like, I mean, the thing is, a lot of quote unquote dark fantasy and stuff often goes for they were corrupted by the darkness to have you be able to just like uncritically murder people because that is part of the aesthetic of being dark and edgy. But also, we don't actually want to deal with anything that makes it edgy or dark. We want to
Yeah.
we want to have all the killing and murder, but not in a way
Yeah.
of like any of the substance of what makes that a dark thing. Just in a way where we have it like aesthetically.
It's just like a, oh well, this has become a black and white decision. They just become ontologically evil, and there's no like reason behind it other than just, oh, the darkness got them, let's kill them.
Yeah, and it's of course trying to dodge the further issue of like, oh well, there's no ontologically evil race. It's just, you know, there's just the vague concept of evilness that's got them. That's all it is. We've detached it from all signifiers and meanings, even the bad ones, to a complete void of text.
You know, while I have problems with Dragon Age, it does have a corrupting force, but it doesn't use it that way. Yeah, it does have,
No.
like, the corruption, but it doesn't use it that way. Like,
No, I don't really. God, actually, I know miscellaneous things from Osmosis of Dragon Age. Dragon Age is the best in its own way.
yeah. But, like, when there's actually evil people, you know, they're actually, like, people who make choices.
What a concept.
Yeah, no, it's just like, I feel like people at some point got the idea in their heads that having people who are just evil because they're assholes was like stupid and childish, and we've replaced it with much more stupid, childish, and unrealistic ideas of what it means to be evil in ways where it's like, no one in the real world is like tragic evil billionaire because their wife died. There's nothing bad that happened to fucking Jeff Bezos in his backstory.
Yeah.
Like, that is not a real type of person that exists.
Yeah. It's like, God. God, you know, going back to the Sonic Adventure 2, yeah, not necessarily that, but I'm just kind of reminded of just like, it's wild how how refreshing like older media can be for some of these things of just
yeah.
like what if a guy just sucks, and it's like, wow, what a concept compared
And
to
that guy
he
can
was
still have
taken.
like compelling qualities, right? Like, you don't
Yeah.
need to make him like completely have nothing else going on, but at some point you can't forever write villains around the concept that like the worst possible, around essentially the dumbest possible interpretation of hate the crime, not the criminal, where evilness exists as a nebulous, detached concept that the show just sort of takes people over.
Yeah.
this is what I was thinking of earlier.
Yeah, this weird
Yeah.
with the circles. But like,
Okay, we're back in a children's hospital. I
God.
know I make this joke every time.
God, that fucking Tumblr pose. People not understanding why something that looks like a trail of blood on the hallways of a children's hospital looks bad.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's just, just fun art for the kids. And red is a color that symbolizes like strength or whatever, so it's fine. Because you want the kids at the children's hospital to have strength or something. Just maddening.
Absorb the other children's blood, and
You
they'll
want
be
that
strong.
blood.
You... yeah? Odd.
God, yeah, this game does have like tragic villain, but it's done in a very well done way. Like Claudia's
Yeah,
whole
I mean,
Claudia's whole thing is that she grew up in this abusive cult, and like when she like learns how like the world is also horribly abusive, she thinks, okay, maybe if I can summon my god, they will come and fix everything, and I might have to do some evil things to do that.
Yeah, it like yeah, this game's good. What a concept! But yeah, no, God, I'm trying to think of like what's the funniest piece of media I've seen recently. That's like, yeah, this person's just evil. So it's God.
Person's evil. Recent thing I've seen. Well, how to
Well-
not thing I've seen recently, but thing I've seen that is recent.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday at OVA evening, we watched Demon City Shinjuku.
Well, that is definitely not recent though.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean I meant like recent, as in something I've like, seen recently. 'Cause, like it may be more often now, but like, it's not like it hasn't existed in the past of that. Because like how D&D exists, and a lot of its settings are just like yeah, no, orcs, goblins, they're just evil and they suck. And if you're like a half orc, it has very bad implications. But don't worry, about 30% of them are the good ones that look more human than orc. And it's like, wow, D&D, this sucks. Wait,
Yeah.
why are you like this?
Oh, where's the last tarot? I thought I got all of them. Oh, you know what? It's probably in the starting room, actually. But yeah, Full Moon, Hangman, and High Priestess. Those are
Oh.
at least the real tarot that are used in this part.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But
Hey
also,
everyone, what's your... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You know what? You go.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying something about like what's your favorite tarot card, but this just lost all momentum now.
11 of Swords.
There's no 11 of swords. It only goes up to 10.
11 swords.
I know, but the secret tarot cards they don't teach you about at tarot school.
Oh yeah, there it
God.
is.
My degree in tarot is worthless.
Oh no! Unrelated to everything, but thank you, Mary, for the video you posted in voice chat.
10 of swords. It doesn't go up to 11 because the guy dies in the 10 card.
Yeah.
Gets stabbed with 10 swords. You're clearly
can get
just
better.
ignoring tarot canon. Anyway, that's all.
Yeah. No, I like the moon.
See, the moon is good. My favorite card.
Nice. Love the moon. Let's go the moon.
Uh-oh, Piccolo blew it up again.
The rat bastard.
There's a thing over in Pank's server like, what if we did like a streamer tarot deck? Someone immediately went, I want the moon. And someone else went, no, I want the moon. And it's just like, why are we all fighting over the moon?
I mean, it's the moon. You know? Greets you every night.
My favorite tarot
Fred.
card, but I don't know why it's anyone else's.
Because it's the moon. It's there. It's a friend who greets you every night.
represents like illusions and
Yeah.
So, you know, the one meaning of it.
yeah, there's a closer look at it.
Wait, this version of the moon, yeah.
Yeah.
The High Priest is also a fun one, especially since originally it wasn't it called like the Popess until people got mad at it being called the Popess, and it's like, well, it's a High Priestess now.
Just like her.
Now that said, the Four of Cups is also a good one, just because the one time Fox News had a woman do like a card reading, and the first card she got was the normal like Four of Cups, and then the guy's like, what's that mean? And she's just like, loss. What? Like, other than the tower, like, kind of like the worst one to get. It's just bad. It's just bad unless you get it inverted. Like,
Door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret hidden out of your sight. You may be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do then with all of these? I'll tell you straight. And I won't tease, just as long as you say please. And the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row, but that's not half of it. 3 of them would 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man under the ground, to his right and his left, there's no one around. Leave him alone though, and his tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent floating high. Twinkling light stirs like a crown, or on the head of a crazy clown. You're excellently praying to God Most High. Do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? Don't forget. You didn't forget one major point you must omit. And now, at least before you take a whack, here's one more hint to keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So you'll open the door. I'm not sure that'll be there. Nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Don't forget about that. Just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. That's the normal difficulty puzzle.
Okay. I was about to say, it reminds me of something that you'd like see from like a children's magazine, which, I mean, it does have a child like drawing on it. But still incredibly silly.
Moon. Okay. Hanged Man. Yeah, that's the most. And... Okay, down to the. And then the moon is like here. The Fool is here. Because it's above the head. Because it's like.
Of a crazy crown. Above the head of a crazy clown.
Yeah.
Right.
Wicked,
And he's a fool.
Clouds.
Yep.
The Eye of Night, you know, from the tarot.
Yeah. The super secret extra tarot cards.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of... No, real quick, since you brought up Pink Server, there's a whole lot of people stream there, so the idea of a streamer tarot deck is kind of fraught, unless they're also doing the all the other cards. Then you have a chance, because else,
Yeah.
like, You have like a bajillion people fighting
Yeah, it's
for
not
like
just
the world.
Nature Arcana. It's, you know,
Villagili people fighting for the world. Yeah, that's JoJo, alright.
Sorry, gang. I'm a little spaced out. I think I'm
That's
just gonna
fair.
head off for the moment.
Okay.
yeah.
Take care.
Right.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
So what would happen if we attacked her in this scene?
Oh. Oh. Huh.
Yeah, that's the last special game over.
Fascinating.
I think the normal mode puzzle is a bit harder than the hard mode puzzle.
Huh.
That one just had you remember which Roman numerals are Roman numerals.
Interesting. I mean, I guess it's like a matter of thinking, like, well, how many people remember what the Roman numerals are? And in the year, what, 2003 or whatever this, no, I recently watched Too Fast, Too Furious, which came out in 2003. I forgot what year this game came out in.
Yeah, it's just like 03, 04, I think.
Yeah. You know, of like, how many people would know what the Roman numerals are and just think to, like, look it up or whatever.
Yep, pistol's the only thing that reaches.
That's so funny.
Actually. Outside of needing more ammunition than God, this is basically the same fight.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the last ending, we don't even need to go through half the game.
Oh, huh.
You didn't
You
really
just,
need
like-
to go through any of it. But here we are, fighting the final boss again for another 4 hours. Honestly, you got the unlimited machine gun, like, you're not gonna have a problem.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
At least
it,
in theory.
part of it is you do have to use the pistol for some part of this. But, like, yeah, you have the unlimited machine gun. Because it's like, I think to knock it down. I'm so surprised that the fires end like only right there.
Oh. Oh. So the guide was wrong.
Oh?
This can reach.
Oh my god, that's... Okay, so yeah, just mow down the... submachine gun fire. While you're... Oh, okay, you do have to move sometime. The fire does chase after you.
Okay. Didn't quite get.
Honestly, the real, like, super weapon brought to this fight is the GameSpy t-shirt.
Yeah?
That's my least favorite website, and the merch is poisonous to me. I keep saying website. I think it was a magazine as well at that point.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, the last time I really thought about GameSpy was the last time, years and years ago, I tried playing Halo Combat Evolved on my PC. Because by default, like, the servers are, like, I think it wanted to tell, like, GameSpy or something or something, you know, to use GameSpy, like, servers. That's the last time I tried it, like, again, was years ago. Yeah. It had a whole lot of people playing from like Brazil, which I'm like, no, I'm glad they're having fun. The Halo. I don't like. I didn't really play in those servers though, or not many of them, but. This boss has a lot of health.
Yep. If you're playing on New Game hard mode, you need so many pistol bullets. I think you need almost all pistol bullets to beat this boss. Like, even if you're
Oh my
attacking it with melee after it comes down.
Oh my god. Oh, bullet bunch. Bosses.
Bullet punch?
Bullet sponge.
Oh. That's the way we became the bullet bunch. The bullet bunch. The
God.
bullet bunch.
Oh, the Brady Bunch. That sure was television.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much more to say about it other than that. Oh yeah, I forgot that they also sang.
Christ.
I'm finding a gif of them, like, all, like, singing together some song, like, have a sunshiny day, like, or something. I don't know if they did that I don't think they did that every episode. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised at how many gifs I'm finding of the Brady Bunch. Like, are people, like, gifting this?
I mean, was the Brady Bunch was a popular show at this time.
Yeah?
There are people who, you know, grew up watching reruns of this.
You're right, you're right.
It's no more weird than us discovering that every single line from Final Fantasy The Spirits Within has been gift.
No, what, you're right.
Every line of dialogue. Compared to that, yeah, of course there's going to be Brady Bunch gifts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here's the gif. The Shurjan gif. I remember that being on Tumblr a while back. Okay, you know, I see why people were gifting it. Like, I vaguely remember liking it or watching reruns as a kid of it. It's been so long. It's hard to have any sort of real judgment on the show. Other than I think there was one episode they go to Hawaii that maybe there's something about a curse or something that's like, oh,
Yeah.
like that's like spooky Hawaiian curse or something, and like that's it. I can't really remember anything specific other than that.
Okay. Did we get the ending? And it's loading.
We're going to get the Scooby-Doo ending.
Heather took the joke too far.
Huh?
Yeah.
What joke? You can't just say that. Like, what joke?
Oh, in the original ending, she jokingly, like, comes at Douglas with a knife.
Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, okay, my bad. But, huh?
Yeah, okay. To get that ending, you have to get 4,000 darkness points, and you get those by killing enemies, taking damage, and saying "I forgive you" to the woman in the confessional.
Huh.
Just like real life.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I was wondering, like, what was so special about forgiving this awful woman who's like, oh, you know, like, yeah, I'm trying to remember what exactly, I can't remember what exactly she said, but I know she talks about, like, killing someone else's kid, like, out of, like, revenge. And you're like, oh, I need forgiveness. You can be like, no. But I love that, you know, that the fucked up thing is to be like, yeah, no, I forgive you of doing this, of your, like, revenge killing. That said, I'm still wondering why she, like, kills Douglas.
It's called the possession ending. The possessed ending, so...
You've been possessed by the concept of evil, and that makes you evil.
Oh no.
God. But this was sort of hinted at, like, Claudia says that the god needed like anger and hatred to be nurtured. So like, and this is not attainable on a standard new game ending. Just by the way.
Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, since I wasn't here last time and they had a chance to watch y'all the stream beating it originally, I forgot how good the song is. Like, you like the singer's voice here? Very somber and soulful.
Okay. Ending type possessed, extra weapon used, that's a rank reduction. Action level hard.
Your rank is suffering.
Yep. Real level hard. Clear time, not great.
Yep, 4 hours, 11 minutes. Yep.
But
God, kill time.
God, kill time.
yeah. Save and continue number. Item number. Extra weapon number. Defeated enemy by shooting. Defeated enemy by fighting. Total damage.
Yeah.
251.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Killed the entire Generation 2 Pokédex with enemies.
Ah, crap.
Oh no.
The
God.
Pokemon nerds are gonna be mad at me.
Lugia.
Flamethrower. Heather Beam.
Huh? Heather Beam.
Oh yes. Can only be activated when no other weapons are equipped. Princess Heart. Oh, and I unlocked the life display, and action level extreme 1 has been added. I probably won't play that, but I think that's basically hard mode, but you have less health.
That would make that one hallway with the red fog truly a nightmare.
Yeah. And Heather Beam is necessary for the last ending.
Nice.
Violet. Normal map zoom out. Noise effect. And now we have triple bullet adjust.
Huh. What's a bullet adjust?
It's how many bullets you get from each pickup.
Ah, okay.
Screen position. I don't see anything for like the fucking life bar thing. Maybe it will automatically appear when I play.
Yeah.
And one more unlockable. Up, up, down, down, left, right, circle, X. Okay, did that work? We pretty much have to watch the first cutscene to see if it worked. Well, okay, the second cutscene actually.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Okay. And nope, it didn't work.
What would a getting change his model or something?
Yeah, his model would have changed. Also, something weird's going on with Heather's head.
Yeah. She just has the save icon of the symbol of like life and the future and everything.
Yeah.
Now, what does the heart wand do?
Oh, there's the life display on.
Okay. Oh, does it just? Oh my god!
Oh, that's glitching out.
I think that has to be an emulator thing, right?
Yep.
Oh no.
Anyway, let's reset and try the password again. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think it just says. I think I'm just supposed to highlight new game, extra new game, not actually press it.
No.
Yeah. Up, up, down, down, left, right, circle, X. There it goes. That's the sound we're supposed to hear.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what this is. What's all what's all this then? Don't know why that came out. Like why that was suddenly in my brain, but yeah.
All already you can see a difference.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm going home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Hey. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Is he not wearing a shirt? He's just in his. Huh? Just in his box. Huh?
Yep.
Nice talking to you.
God.
There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested. Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
Bad. Douglas but evil mode.
God. Wish I got this before so we could get the scene of at Heather's house with Douglas naked.
No, wait,
and
I thought you were gonna say like the scene at the end of Possessed, where he's just dead, just like inexplicably, like the last time like we see him or whatever, just dead with no like shirt or pants on for some reason.
Anyway, life bar. There's also the stamina gauge. To unlock this, you had to play through both hard action and riddle level, but not at the same time. You just had to have done a playthrough with both of those.
Yeah.
And also the stamina drains even when not running.
On. I have a co-host. Let me do my co-hostly duties and figure out what is Heather being a reference to. Because especially with how it's said, it feels like it has to be a reference to some show or something, right? Time to brave the Silent Hill .fandom wiki.
It's a reference to circumcision.
Oh no.
God. Anyway, we need to use this to get the UFO ending.
Ah?
We gotta kill at least 30 monsters.
That has to be. It's not saying that it's you know, mentioning any media this could be explicitly a reference to. Huh.
You know what? Let's power up the beam.
Oh boy. We've mentioned
Yep.
we have an incredibly cheap looking costume.
Yeah.
I got beef jerky.
Beam saber. Ominous music while I run around in a Princess Heart costume. Shooting
Pretty
lasers.
great.
Shooting lasers from my eyes.
Yeah? Something something. It's a Dark Match Girl, game now. Where it's. You're still just fighting monsters and stuff, but it's a bit grimier about it. That's what I do. Okay, now I'm thinking back to when people are like, can't believe Madoka's like magical girls, but dark. And it's like, in the Sailor Moon anime, she watched her, like in the first season, she watched her, like all of her friends die one after another. They got brought back, but oh boy, do they get killed. This keeps happening. And it's like actually that's actually sorry for saying that's actually multiple times, but I remember reading like a translated like little dozen like little thing the creator Sailor Moon made talking about how her original idea was to have Ami be a princess brain, because this is Princess Heart. That's what the costume is. Sailor Mercury? Is it Mercury? Yes, Sailor Mercury. You know, her original idea was the sailor, like, that she'd be like a cyborg and would like die trying to save, while saving Sailor Moon's like life. But then like her editors were like, no, we can't have that in this like, manga for like 14-year-olds or whatever. And then she was so pissed off when the anime had like, oh yeah, Sailor Moon watches her friends die one after another. in like the ultimate battle with his the penultimate, yeah, the ultimate battle with his villain or penultimate, I'm forgetting. If it's the last episode, it's the one right before it, but it's like, yeah. And she was like, "What do you mean they get to do that? Why couldn't I do that?" Like, come on. Key taken with thongs. Tongs. Right? You know what? It's so weird that I'm not finding anything of what this could be. Like, it feels like this is probably inspired at least by something, if not a reference, right? Like, I'm just not finding what it could like have inspired it.
No. Like, it's vaguely similar to a bunch of things, and I just wouldn't know if there's like one specific reference it's meant to be.
Yeah, it's just that I felt like I've
Goofy
seen.
Tao.
Huh?
Sorry. It's also really goofy.
Oh yeah, it is really goofy. It's just
Yeah.
that, like, I felt like I've read somewhere, like, someone talking about, like, oh, like, a piece of media that might have been, like, a more, like, direct influence, for this. And I'm like, oh, cool, I'll just find it again. And it's like, what do you mean I can't find, anyone talking about that? Like, this feels weird, right? Like, it's just a very weird sensation to just like, oh yeah, I don't remember the name, but I think I remember seeing like some like the costume of like the show or whatever that this could have been influenced by, and then just not finding anyone talk about it and like, oh, did I just hallucinate that or something? Like that's weird. I remember that from years ago. That's a Hillwiki does have one good thing, great thing even. A gift called Princess Heart Annoyed. Just Heather looking upset while in the like telling Douglas to fuck off basically. Like, oh no, it's like I think it's very explicitly like, do I have to scream part of just, but you know, just in the goofy get up. That's fun.
Okay. God, that dog sound, it's just reminding me of that one song in the first Fallout. Which I guess is using a similar thing, similar sound. But they,
recording
yeah.
sound effect. Yeah, I'd believe it.
Health drinks. They really get me going. Ampule. Okay. Ampules have like a special effect. And I think it's visible now that the life bar is visible.
No. No. Let me go check on the
Let's see.
the cuts. Oh, huh, yeah. Your stamina.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh. Can't believe the sexy beam is designed specifically for killing dogs.
That's sexy.
Uh-huh.
According to Dio.
I don't... Whatever.
there it is. Alright, hangar time. Oh, I never showed off the flamethrower. I guess I should show it off.
So, does the flamethrower have unlimited ammo, or do we have to find ammo for it?
It's unlimited, but there's a catch.
Oh no.
Are there enemies in here?
PlayStation 2 is capable of mind-boggling graphics.
Oh, huh. That's... Okay, I misremembered something. I thought the flames would eventually get smaller and smaller until you have to, like, let go.
Nope, flamethrower forever.
Yeah.
Swing over those bad guys, and I don't have to worry about fuel either.
Yep. Oh. Right, other door. Door.
Hi, hi.
Hey.
is Dark Wizard James Mason? Did he drop a pipe IRL or something?
No.
I heard like something that sounded like that, and it like nothing in the game looked
Did
like.
your in-game audio muted at the moment? The flamethrower noise is very irritating to me. So I did indeed hear a pipe.
I
Was it
think
just?
that was me clanking the plates I have.
Okay. And like as long as you have an idea of what that noise could have been, because it's just a weird sound. Want to make sure you were right and that you weren't in danger of a pipe dropping on you or your feet or something.
My friend drops 15 metal pipes ASMR.
Oh no. I loathe Discord for many reasons, but especially just
Yeah.
like, oh, let me watch a video, and then it's like, nope, if you want to watch the embedded, you gotta watch ads. Like,
Yeah. Because their YouTube ads are for like the most rancid things people would never want to buy.
yeah. And even if it was something I wanted to buy, I don't want to fucking watch ads ever.
Yeah. Like, you know how when you're given the option to report ads on Tumblr, it's like this ad is offensive, this ad is malicious. All ads are offensive. All ads are malicious.
Yeah.
I got. Oh, crap. I didn't miss the item again, did I?
Oh boy, my computer did something funky. Apparently, something crashed. Now it's getting it settled back, but weird.
It should be here, the item.
Huh.
Oh, what am I? Like, it should be like some sort of chlorine? Unless easy riddle difficulty doesn't have the item. Yeah. Don't think.
Yeah, huh. Weird. You don't get to learn how to make chlorine
Mustard
gas. Mustard gas, yeah.
God. Now I'm thinking of that terrible episode of The Simpsons where Marge just sort of has this weird psychological complex about cleaning, and then the episode never addresses it because she makes mustard gas and gets amnesia from bumping her head, passing out from it. It's just like a marriage crisis episode at that point.
Huh.
Because why would we want to explore someone's psychological problems when we can have a boring marriage crisis episode?
I was about to say, well, like, just try to get out of that, but yeah, no. I mean, I don't remember. That sounds vaguely familiar, but it's been years since I really watched any of The Simpsons. I don't know, like, when that was, but yeah. Oh no, I just remembered a different kind of episode. But I suddenly remembered watching the Ranma one half original anime episode of Am I Pretty? Which is like, this is like, like Ranma gets bonked on the head really, really hard, and like it's like, it's more feminine and hates violence and fighting, and like just wants to be a girl, and it's just like kind of a rough time because it's like, oh, she's really having a bad time of this, and like everyone pushing her around, and like like her dad and like a lot of other characters like really being mean and rude to her, and it's just like, oh, this is like, oh no.
Huh. Yeah, the other
Oh.
item's not here, so I guess it's not on this difficulty.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the bugs or about mustard gas at least. Yeah. Huh.
Actually, wait. Yeah, that's not anything.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just that. Oh yeah, I guess the bugs aren't here. That episode is sure the thing of like, if like, God, there's so many like trends of the fanfic centered around that episode. Not surprisingly, but it is kind of like, it's just really sad is the thing of like, hey, like, where from it like is like, no, I am a girl. I've always been a girl, and I'm tired of fighting about it. And fighting in general, and just having a sad time of it. It's like, and then of course at the end gets bonked on the head again, and goes back to normal, and it's like, man. No, the sexy beam is fun, but also I kind of wish is like just hearing sexy beam.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
the game audio muted for a reason.
Yeah. This is really fun though, of just her like homemade cosplay of her OC shooting out beam attacks. There is intrinsic comedy to it. God, I hate these things. I love the beams that still target the dead enemies for a while. It's really funny. Of just beam attack that beats a dead horse. Priority target.
Alright. Okay, so
Does the UFO ending require you to get a certain amount of kills with the sexy beam or something?
yes, like 30
Okay.
plus.
Kill 1 million enemies with only the sexy beam. It's how to unlock the Pokeguards. We'll be here until we do that.
On?
Okay, yeah, So,
Uh,
I think now's a good time to stop. I think next Saturday, I will do this game and then start another game. How about
cool
that?
beans. Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Like,
Can't believe we're gonna play Shattered Memory. Wait, fuck! I messed up the joke. I said the thing in the wrong order. Silent Hill Shattered Memory. Yippee!
Nah, I'm going to. I had an idea for what I wanted to do, but I forgot.
Oh no! Well, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the stream. It's been fun hanging out and talking with y'all.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.